5 DEADLY daily mistakes older adults make that shorten their lifespan. Listen closely, because what you are about to hear may not only change your life, it may extend it. Time is not your enemy. Age is not your executioner. The real danger hides in the small, quiet decisions repeated every single day. The cup you lift, the step you avoid, the words you swallow, the sleep you postpone, the pride that keeps you silent. Life does not collapse in one dramatic moment. It erodes quietly, and those who survive long do not do so by luck, they do so by discipline. Today, we confront 5 deadly daily mistakes that silently shorten the lifespan of older adults. Not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Because awareness is power, and power restores years. The first mistake is choosing comfort over movement. The body was built for motion. Yet many surrender to the chair, the bed, the excuse, "I'm too old." Muscles weaken not because of age, but because of neglect. Circulation slows, balance fades, independence shrinks. Each day you refuse to move, the body writes a small resignation letter. A short walk, gentle resistance. Stretching at sunrise. These are not exercises, they are declarations of self-respect. Movement tells your heart, keep going. It tells your bones, stay strong. It tells your mind, I am still here. The second mistake is eating for comfort instead of nourishment. Sugar does not care about your memories. Processed food does not honor your sacrifices. Excess salt does not respect your wisdom. Every bite either builds you or breaks you. The older body is less forgiving. Inflammation rises, blood pressure climbs, energy collapses, yet many continue feeding the body as if it were still 25. Discipline at the table is not punishment, it is protection. Choose what strengthens you. Choose what fuels clarity. Choose what sustains longevity. The third mistake is isolation. Silence can be peaceful, but loneliness is poison. Many older adults withdraw from friends, from community, from purpose. They say, I don't want to bother anyone, or my time has passed. But the human spirit withers without connection. The mind dims without conversation. The heart weakens without meaning. Pride isolates. Courage reaches out. Call someone. Join something. Teach what you know. Share your story. The world still needs your voice, and you need the world. The fourth mistake is neglecting sleep. Late nights, endless television, worry replayed in the dark. Sleep becomes shallow and irregular. Yet sleep is repair. It is restoration. It is silent medicine. Without it, the immune system weakens. Memory declines. Emotions grow unstable. The body ages faster. Discipline your nights as you would discipline your days. Darkness is not the enemy. It is a workshop where healing occurs. Protect your sleep as you would protect your savings. The fifth mistake is surrendering purpose. This is the most dangerous of all. When a person believes their best days are behind them, the body listens. When someone feels useless, the spirit dims. Purpose is not reserved for youth. There was an old carpenter in a small town. After 40 years of work, he retired. He stopped waking early, stopped building, stopped planning. Within months, his posture bent, his steps slowed, his laughter faded. One day, a neighbor asked him to build a simple wooden bench for her garden. Reluctantly, he agreed. He measured, he cut, he sanded the wood with steady hands. For the first time in months, his eyes focused with intention. When he finished, he did not just build a bench, he rebuilt himself. The next week, another request came. Then another. Within a year, he stood straighter. He moved stronger. His doctor asked what changed. He answered, I remembered I was needed. Purpose is oxygen for the soul. Without it, years feel heavy. With it, even age feels powerful. Understand this: longevity is not accidental. It is intentional. Small disciplines repeated daily defeat silent dangers. Drink water. Walk deliberately. Eat wisely. Sleep deeply. Speak with others. Serve someone. You do not control how many years you are given, but you control how you inhabit them. Every morning is a negotiation with time. Choose strength over surrender. Choose discipline over excuse. Choose connection over isolation. Age is not a decline. It is a test of character. And character, when forged daily, outlives weakness. Your lifespan is not shortened by candles on a cake. It is shortened by neglect. So stand up today, even if slowly, move even if gently, reach out even if humbly, decide even if quietly. The clock is ticking, but so is your heart. Honor it. Discipline over comfort extends life. There is a quiet battle that takes place every morning. It is not fought with noise or applause. It is fought in the privacy of your own mind. The alarm rings. The body feels heavy. The chair looks inviting. The bed whispers. Comfort extends its soft hand and promises ease. Discipline stands firm and asks for effort. At first, comfort feels harmless. It says, "You've earned this." It says, "You're older now." It says, "Take it easy." And slowly, without announcement, ease becomes habit. Habit becomes lifestyle. Lifestyle becomes decline. The truth is simple and unchanging. The human body was not designed for prolonged comfort. It was built for challenge, for resistance, for movement. Muscles that are not used shrink. Bones that do not bear weight weaken. A heart that is not challenged grows fragile. The mind that is not sharpened dulls. Age does not steal strength overnight. Comfort does. Every time you choose the elevator over the stairs when you could have climbed, every time you choose the couch over a short walk, every time you choose processed convenience over mindful nourishment, you are not choosing rest, you are choosing erosion. Discipline is not punishment. It is protection. There is dignity in rising from the chair when your knees protest. There is power in walking when the weather is not perfect. There is quiet pride in saying no to excess sugar, to overeating, to late-night distractions. These decisions are small. They do not look heroic, but they compound like interest. Comfort whispers today. Consequences speak later. Consider the body as a structure. If you stop maintaining it, cracks appear. If you ignore the cracks, they widen. Eventually you say, "This is just old age." But in many cases it is accumulated neglect. Discipline over comfort means understanding that feelings are temporary, but habits are permanent. You may not feel like stretching. You may not feel like drinking water. You may not feel like going to bed early. But feelings are unreliable guides. They are shaped by mood, by fatigue, by passing emotion. Discipline is guided by principle. Principle says move daily, no matter how small the movement. Principle says eat to fuel, not to soothe the emotion. Principle says protect sleep as fiercely as you protect your savings. Principle says discomfort in effort is better than discomfort in decline. Many older adults believe they must avoid strain. They fear injury. They fear fatigue. So they retreat. They shrink their world to a comfortable radius. But the less you move, the more fragile you become. The more fragile you become, the more you fear movement. And so the cycle tightens. The way out is controlled discomfort. A brisk walk that raises your heartbeat slightly. Light resistance that challenges your muscles. Standing instead of sitting. Cooking instead of ordering. Reading instead of scrolling. Waking at a consistent hour. These are not dramatic acts, but they are powerful statements. You are telling your body, "I still expect strength from you." Discipline preserves independence. And independence preserves dignity. There is nothing more painful than losing the ability to care for yourself when it could have been delayed. Many physical limitations attributed to aging are accelerated by inactivity. The body adapts downward as easily as it adapts upward. If you demand little from it, it will give little. If you demand consistency, it will respond. Comfort has a cost. It charges slowly. Discipline pays dividends. It rewards quietly. Think about the heart. It is a muscle that has beaten faithfully since before you were born. It has never asked for applause. But it requires circulation, oxygen, challenge. When you move, you strengthen it. When you sit endlessly, you burden it. Think about your balance. It is not maintained by luck, it is maintained by practice. If you avoid uneven ground, if you avoid standing on one leg, if you avoid strengthening your lower body, balance fades. Then a simple misstep becomes a fall. A fall becomes hospitalization. Hospitalization becomes decline. Discipline today prevents dependency tomorrow. There is also mental discipline. Comfort does not only live in the body. It lives in thought. It encourages excuses. It encourages comparison. It encourages surrender. I'm too old to change. It's too late to start. This is just how it is. These are comfortable beliefs because they remove responsibility, but they also remove possibility. The mind, like the body, requires resistance. Learning something new, engaging in thoughtful conversation, solving problems, memorizing, reading deeply, these are forms of mental exercise. When avoided, cognitive decline accelerates. When embraced, clarity persists longer. Comfort seeks the familiar. Discipline seeks growth. Nutrition is another battlefield. It is easy to eat what tastes good in the moment. It is easy to overindulge because there aren't many years left. But every system in the body depends on what you consume. Excess sugar inflames. Excess salt strains. Excess processed food weakens immunity and energy. Choosing vegetables, lean proteins, whole foods, and adequate hydration may not feel exciting. It may not satisfy emotional cravings, but it strengthens cells. It stabilizes blood sugar. It protects organs. Discipline is choosing long-term vitality over short-term pleasure. Sleep is another arena where comfort deceives. Staying up late watching television feels relaxing. Irregular sleep schedules feel flexible. But poor sleep increases inflammation, impairs memory, weakens immunity, and destabilizes mood. Going to bed at a consistent hour, reducing stimulation at night, creating a dark and quiet environment. These require effort, but they allow the body to repair itself. Discipline respects biological laws. Comfort ignores them. There's a misconception that discipline is harsh. In truth, discipline is an act of self-respect. It says, I am worth the effort. It says, my future matters. It says, I refuse to deteriorate faster than necessary. You may not control genetics. You may not control every illness. But you control patterns. A single disciplined day changes little. A year of disciplined days changes everything. The older you become, the more valuable each choice is. The margin for error narrows. Recovery takes longer. Consequences appear faster. This is not a reason to retreat. It is a reason to sharpen discipline. The difference between two individuals of the same age can be staggering. One moves with stability and confidence. The other struggles with basic tasks. Often, the difference is not fate, it is accumulated choices. Daily walking versus daily sitting. Balanced meals versus constant indulgence. Engaged mind versus passive entertainment. Structured sleep versus chaotic nights. Comfort is easy to justify. Just this once. Just today. But just once repeated becomes always. Discipline over comfort extends life, not only in years, but in quality. What is the value of years if they are filled with preventable weakness? True longevity includes strength, clarity, mobility, and self-reliance. The body listens to what you repeatedly do. If you repeatedly rest beyond necessity, it learns fragility. If you repeatedly challenge it appropriately, it learns resilience. Even pain must be interpreted carefully. There is harmful pain and there is growth discomfort. Avoiding all discomfort eliminates growth. Learning the difference is wisdom. Discipline requires awareness. It requires you to pause before choosing ease. It requires you to remember your long-term vision when short-term desire tempts you. Ask yourself daily, will this choice strengthen me or weaken me? The answer is usually clear. Discipline is not dramatic. It is often invisible to others. No one applauds you for drinking water instead of soda. No one celebrates you for turning off the television early. No one awards you for walking in silence at dawn. But your arteries respond. Your muscles respond. Your mind responds. And years later, the results speak. Comfort seeks applause in the present. Discipline earns gratitude from your future self. You may believe that at a certain age, change is insignificant. That belief is false. The human body retains its ability to adapt far longer than most assume. Strength can be built in later decades. Balance can improve. Endurance can increase. Habits can be reshaped. But only if you choose discomfort over stagnation. The path of comfort slopes downward gently. You do not notice the descent at first. But eventually, climbing back up becomes harder. The path of discipline requires effort at the beginning. But it levels into strength. Every morning you wake up, you are given a choice. Not a grand choice. A small one. Will you stretch or remain still? Will you prepare something nourishing or reach for what is convenient? Will you step outside or remain enclosed? Will you engage your mind or numb it? These decisions appear insignificant. They are not. Life is not shortened suddenly in most cases. It is shortened subtly, by repeated surrender to ease. Discipline is the quiet refusal to surrender. It is rising when you would rather recline. It is walking when you would rather sit. It is choosing water when you crave excess. It is protecting sleep when distraction tempts you. It is speaking truth to yourself when excuses arise. In this way, discipline becomes an ally, not a burden. It becomes a structure that supports vitality. It becomes a shield against premature decline. And over time, the person who consistently chooses discipline over comfort does not merely add years to life, they add life to years. In the end, what shortens life is rarely a single dramatic event. It is the quiet pattern of daily surrender. It is choosing ease when effort was possible. It is feeding the body what weakens it, allowing the mind to drift without challenge, postponing movement, neglecting rest, and convincing ourselves that decline is unavoidable. But decline is not always destiny. Very often, it is a decision repeated. We have seen that comfort feels kind in the moment, yet it slowly erodes strength, balance, clarity, and independence. Discipline, on the other hand, may feel demanding at first, but it protects dignity. It preserves mobility. It strengthens the heart. It sharpens the mind. It guards the years you still have. Every day offers small opportunities to choose wisely, to rise when you would rather remain seated, to walk when you would rather stay still, to nourish rather than indulge, to sleep with intention rather than distraction, to challenge the mind instead of numbing it. These choices seem insignificant. Yet together they shape the quality and length of your life. You may not control time, but you control how you meet it. You may not stop aging, but you can slow unnecessary decline. Your habits are more powerful than your fears. Your discipline is stronger than your excuses. Let today be a turning point. Let it be the day you choose strength over softness, intention over impulse, resilience over resignation. The years ahead are still listening to what you decide now. Thank you for your time, and may you walk forward with courage and discipline. God bless you.